So have you ever wondered about those branding rules? Are they actually set in stone, or is there room to, well, maybe break them a bit?
That's a great question.
Because today, looking at the materials you've pulled together, we're diving into brand expansion
hmm
and really asking, why do some brands stay put while others just leap across categories and somehow make it work?
Yeah, it challenges that old marketing wisdom, doesn't it? For ages, the big idea, especially from guys like Jack Trout and Al Rees, was basically own one thing, one category in the consumer's mind.
Positioning, right. That was the term.
Exactly, positioning. Their logic was pretty straightforward. Don't confuse people. They pointed to brands like Dial great at soap, but struggled with other stuff.
Or Kleenex and tissues. Hard to be anything else.
Precisely. So the rule was dominate your niche. Stay there. Keep it simple.
Okay, so if that was the law of the land, marketing-wise,
hmm
how did some brands just, well, ignore it?
Yeah.
What are some examples you found where they really, tore up that rule book?
Oh, there's some fascinating ones. Yamaha is a standout. I mean, think about it. Grand pianos and Grand Prix motorcycles.
Yeah, that seems like a massive leap. How?
Well, they started making instruments, right, high precision stuff. Then in the 50s, they jumped into motorcycles. You'd think disaster waiting to happen.
Right, apples and engines.
But their core thing wasn't just pianos or just bikes. It was precision engineering, that real attention to detail. They figured out that the same skills, the same manufacturing mindset.
Could apply to building high-performance engines.
Exactly. They saw it wasn't about the product category as much as the competency category. It was transferable.
Okay, that makes sense for a specialist brand like Yamaha, focusing on that high-end engineering. But what about huge consumer brands? I'm looking at some of these notes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't spreading out just dilute everything, cause confusion?
You'd think so, based on Trout and Rise. But look at Samsung. Started as a trading company. Groceries, noodles, really basic stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that. From noodles to smartphones.
It's incredible, isn't it? And a Honda. Premium motorcycles first, then cars, power equipment, even robots now.
And people trust Honda across all those things.
They do, because Honda built this reputation for reliability and innovation. That promise wasn't just tied to bikes, it was tied to the Honda name itself. They delivered consistently.
And then there's Mitsubishi. That one really stood out in the materials. Shipping, cars, electronics, banking, real estate. I mean, that's not even leaping categories. That's like leaping universes.
It's an extreme example for sure. Started way back in 1870 as a shipping firm.
So how does that work? What's the common thread there? It can't be product type.
No, definitely not. With Mitsubishi, it seems more about deep organizational strength, financial power, understanding multiple complex industries, managing huge, diverse operations. It's less about a single consumer promise and more about maybe industrial and financial capability.
Interesting. So it's not always about the consumer-facing brand concept.
Not always in the same way. Now, BIC is different again. That one surprised you, right?
Yeah. Pins to razors to lighters. Seems random. What's the magic there?
It looks random on the surface, but think about the products themselves. What are they?
Simple, disposable, reliable, mostly.
Exactly. Simple, reliable, disposable products. That was the concept, the underlying promise. Not pens specifically, but that type of product. So the brand concept itself could stretch.
Okay, that makes sense. The idea transfers.
Right. And you see something similar, though maybe more about experience, with Virgin. Music stores, then airlines, trains, mobile phones.
Always with that slightly rebellious, customer-focused vibe.
Precisely. The experience was the transferable asset, perhaps more than a specific product type.
So, putting this all together,
Mm-hmm.
were Trout and Rees just wrong? Should we just forget about positioning?
Oh, I wouldn't say wrong, not at all. Their ideas on positioning, hugely influential, helped countless brands find focus, but maybe rules in business always have exceptions. Or, like you said, asterisks. What these successful category jumpers show us is that maybe what really matters isn't just the box you put yourself in, the category label. It's about the fundamental value, the core strengths you bring.
And critically, whether those strengths can actually be applied elsewhere, right? It's not just wishing you could do something else.
Absolutely. Are those values and competencies genuinely transferable? Does the brand promise still hold up in the new space? The failures often happen when brands try to stretch just the product name, not a real underlying strength or concept.
So the big takeaway isn't just break the rules. It's more understand the principles, but know they aren't unbreakable laws. Be strategic about why and how you might stretch.
Exactly that. Especially now, the market changes so fast. Blindly following old rules isn't smart, but blindly breaking them is probably worse. The real skill is knowing your true strengths and understanding when stretching makes sense and how to do it authentically.
It's about knowing what you're really good at deep down.
That's a good way to put it.
So, thinking about today's brands, what companies do you see out there successfully defying categories right now? And what do you think their core transferable strength really is? Something for all of us to think about.